Congratulations to Miami. Did a heck of a job, played a heck of a football game, made the plays when they had to make it at the end. Congratulations to Florida State. Florida State played a hell of a football game too. Made plays at the end when they had to too. It was a heck of a football game. It came down to the end. They made one more play and got the 1 inch that they needed to get the touchdown and do the things in which they needed to do. So told our players, like I say, there's no reason to hang your head. You competed your tail off. That was a classic game. That was a great game. They were a good team. We're a good team. They made one more play. We got to find ways to do that. We had some opportunities in the first half on offense to stall around the 40, 45 on some things, but you play good teams, that happens. They battled. They won the third quarter. We turned around and battled right back in the fourth quarter. Had some great drives. James just made a couple poor decisions there. Coming out in the second half, lost his composure, not like composure, but just made a couple things, didn't see it right, but then regrouped and did a great job moving the ball back down the field and did a heck of a job putting us in a position to win. Our defense made plays. The first half was outstanding. Second half, we gave up hit a couple third and longs, and then they picked one up there at the end and had a 2-minute drive. But they played their tails off. Those guys played hard, both sides, kicking game. Did a nice, solid job. It was just a great football game, and they made one more play. And there was opportunities on both sides for plays to be made. And at the end, that's what happened. So we'll live with it, and we're going to get in. But I was proud of our team. And I still think we really grew today in a lot of ways, got better. Still 1-3, I understand that. But at the same time, we're getting better. And they're still a good football team. And I still think it was a great season out there to be had. So looking forward to having a great week of practice. Put this behind us in 24 hours and get ready to go play a very good Duke team on the road. So we'll get ready to play. Questions?
Jimbo, were you surprised that they were going for the win there at the end? Were you trying to set it up so they couldn't get closer for a field goal?
No, that didn't surprise me. And playing press and you had to run it. Yeah, you had to. I mean, you couldn't give up a field goal. We play man to man. We got great DBs. And we played them the whole game and done a great job. I mean, they made one more play than we did. We broke up a zillion of them. You sit back there and then you get an umbrella defense. You say, why are you giving them the field goal? I mean, you got to go play. You got to rush, in which we did, and they made a great throw and catch. I mean, you got to play. And if you get a sack right there or something like that, knocks them completely out of field goal range, or you setting them throw one in the end zone, which they did on cover 2 in zone sometimes is not pressure. That's hard too. So, we put our best corner, who's a great player, and their guy made a great play.
Jimbo, you had 4 drives in the first half across the Miami 40-yard line. You came away with 3 points.
We stayed right there about 37. That's what I said. We got to execute better. We didn't execute a couple times, and they made a couple plays. They knocked the ball away and stopped us, and that's what it was. We were up 3-0 at halftime, and then come out second half.
Jimbo, the defense shut them down the first half, no points. They scored 24. Was it an adjustment, or what was kind of?
No, I mean, give up 2 third and longs. Give up a third and long in the first drive. Then we had a turnover. James just made a poor decision. Had the guy in the flat wide open for about a 12-yard gain, and just tried to force the ball down the field. And they got momentum. Then we battled it back and forth, and then we come back and did a great job. Scored 10 unanswered. We were down 10-3 and got to 13. And then they how'd they do it? Oh, they hit a little route and then we busted the coverage. We're in man coverage and just turned the guy loose in the flat. Guy had him, had his eyes on him, took his eyes off of him, caught the ball, ran down the sideline, and they were able to go in and score. Then we have a great drive to go back, and then they executed on, got a 3rd and 10, I think. We had the first 2 downs, we batted the ball, then they got a 3rd and 10 and converted it, and then popped a run or 2 and then got the drive. I mean, and then the momentum gets going. Momentum and games change. I mean, it's a different game than the first game when the momentum and you're taking more chances at the end. You're laying it out there. You're going because the game's on the line. So, and they made a couple plays.
Jimbo, just the difference in the offense in the first and the second half. A lot more production in the second half. Is that just James settling down?
Exactly. You got a young guy playing in there, and also we missed some. I mean, had some run opportunities right there, just an inch short. And if we make 4 or 5 more yards on that drive, we got a chance to kick field goals. And our defense was playing great, so could have maybe tried a couple long field goals, but why? We could have pinned them back. Our defense was playing great. We won the field position, thought we would get back there. And that's just the way it is. And we made a couple more plays in the second half. He made a mistake early in the second half, which was critical, but at the same time, we had a guy right there wide open. He just made a poor choice. But he was very proud of the way he kept, for a young guy to keep his composure and able to bounce back and lead us on 2 touchdown drives and make 2 touchdown throws, and had a chance on the first one too. We just got a little pressure, in the first half. He had the guy, it was going to the right guy, we just got pressure and he had to throw it early. So, he's growing and making great plays.
Jimbo, what's your message to your team after this game and after?
Keep your head up. I'm very proud of them. We grew a lot more in this game we did the last game or the last in 2 games. The way we competed, the way we come out and made plays, that's a good football team we just played. And we played our tails off and, got better. And the guys, quit, as they say, grew up. And some of the younger players, Cam had 100 yards. Blackman had a great game. I mean, Odd was playing banged up. And those guys, got Izzo going in the passing game. very proud of those guys on offense. Defense, just keep our heads up. We're going to have a heck of a year before it's over with. We're going to be playing really well at the end of the year and played really well down this stretch. I thought it was a great game, and I felt very comfortable with them after the game. We didn't make all the plays, and they made one more. But at the same time, I don't want to see any – there's no reason to hang your head after that football game. I mean, we're sad. We're disappointed. There's no doubt. But we will play.
What can you guys learn from this hard lesson? Sometimes
No, you got to fight for the inches. You got to make one more play. Do
you feel better about seeing the way they competed today?
I did. This team didn't. There ain't no lay down in this team. This team's competing their tails off. Ain't nothing about it. We got to learn to play smarter when we got guys early in the game, take advantage of those opportunities, and keep executing right there. But you got some young guys in some situations. But that ain't an excuse. There ain't no excuses. You either get it done or you don't. But we got to continue, and we'll keep doing it. I'll coach them better, and it's my fault. Put it on me.
But what did you guys do to? It seemed like the last 2 touchdown passes, guys were pretty open. What did you guys do scheme-wise, Izzo, and then?
Well, we moved some things and got opened, and James started relaxing and seeing the field. We had some things earlier, and it just all of a sudden it came, and he started opening up, and he started seeing. He's a young guy, seen a lot of different blitzes and different things, and all of a sudden a game when you'll get into it like that, and all of a sudden it starts to slow down. It slowed down for him, and he started getting decisions out, getting the ball to where it had to get to.
Did it ever cross your mind when he was struggling to make a change? Or
Yeah, there's thoughts, but there was still a one-possession game.
Also very
And
encouraging.
he's playing good, and that's the way you got to grow. I mean, why pull a guy? It's a one-possession game. It's his game.
Also very encouraging that if this happened, second, fourth quarter comeback, that he's led this.
He's had 2 game-winning drives to take us down and have a chance to win. Yep. He keeps growing. Got a chance to be a good football player.
Jimbo, Auden seemed like, looking at the sideline, you see he was hurting and in pain. What do you think about his effort to kind of?
Well, I mean, it's part of it. That's the way DeAndre played all last year. Played with the same thing, and he is too. And he did a great job. And that's when you have a shoulder like that, you'll rest him during the week and play, and then you play. And then there's going to be some bruising at the end of the game. After a long game, it's generally going to be tough on him. But he went in and made the plays he had to do. He's a mature guy and doing a heck of a job.
On that final drive, the refs actually had to force him to come out of the game, and then he comes back in and makes the touchdown catch.
They forced him because he was hurting. But I mean, he could have kept playing. But I mean, that's part of football. And they brought him out, and he got his composure and got a drink of water right there and came back in. And he's competitive. He's tough.
Jimbo, how did you feel at halftime? You kind of outplayed them, but you're
Did, and that's what I just said. We knew that's my. But this, all right, we're up 3 points. Ain't no sense. We're up by possession. Let's go out, get a stop, and play. And then we gave up the big third down. We gave a big third down. They got it, and they got momentum. But not bad, knowing that we had some opportunities. But at the end of the day, we're still ahead. And all right, let's go back, play this half, and play our tails off. And we make some adjustments in what we did. And we moved the ball even better in the second half.
Jimbo, do you have updates on Keith Gavin and Trey Marshall?
Nah. Don't know.
What do you think has been the biggest key really for Ricky, who's really gotten it going at pace at 10 straight field goals?
Well, I mean, just staying, not getting bored. It's about repetition. The right step, the right foot, the right angle. And you say that, and you look. It's the not getting bored and not taking anything for granted and being able to repeat something over and over and over again. That's what a kicker does. He's taking good steps, good timing, he's keeping his head down, he's hitting the right angle, his foot's hitting right at the right distance from the ball. I mean, it's that simple. A kicker can be off that far and make it look like it's 10 yards off, And he's being very consistent and, as I say, not getting bored with doing something over and over and over.
Jimbo, how hard is it to beat a team 8 times in a row?
Oh, I mean, especially a good team, it is very tough. And we had our opportunities to do it. We sure could have done it today, but they made one more play. They did a good job.
Jimbo, you guys are winning some of the conference. Can you just elaborate on what your team needs to focus on moving forward?
Same thing what I just said. Just make a few more inches. Keep playing consistent, keep getting better, and learn to play together. Keep playing together in all 3 phases and get to critical stops and drives when we have to. Momentum swings, we're handling that better. We're doing a better job there and learn to keep building on the momentum.
Jimbo, you said that Cam, in the past week, you said that Cam needed to work on not, trying to score a touchdown at every play. He seemed like he really took that to heart. And
going north-south, we worked hard on that during the week, and just taking runs and making 3 yards, 8 yards, 6 yards, 7, just being patient, pounding up in there, and then they kept breaking out. And you got to just keep doing it. And with his size and strength, he'll break tackles, especially later in the game as things go on.
Jimbo, do you have any kind of message if the fans get frustrated with a slow start, any kind of message you'd send to them?
Keep cheering. I mean, listen, those kids are playing their hearts out. We'll coach them better, blame it on me. All right? We'll just keep playing and keep being there for them. They're playing their tails off. And had an opportunity with a great NC State team, a Miami team, and an Alabama team. Played 3 really good teams, and we got to learn to play better. Just keep playing. I mean, keep coming, keep playing. I mean, what's the message? I mean, you not want to come watch them. I mean, I understand you get frustrated, but I'm frustrated. We all get frustrated. We don't have success, but you line up and you go again. And that's what you do when you support something. Keep supporting it. We're going to play well. We're going to end up having a good year. I love our fans. Our fans were great today. They had a great atmosphere, great environment. I understand that. I understand where they're coming from, and I don't blame them. I'm with you. We're used to winning all those little games. We're finding ways in the inches now to we got to make one more play.
Akers and Patrick, they both had great games, rushed for over 200 yards as a team. But what does that say about your offensive line, who's been decimated by injuries?
They're doing a really good job. They're pounding that ball up in there. We run block well. A couple pass block things we got to do a little bit better job in some pass protection issues, in what we're doing. But we're getting better. And they were banged up and bruised up and played a heck of a defensive line. I mean, and we ran the ball really good. And if you take the losses out there and some of the sacks, because in college football your rushing yards get taken off your sacks. You know what I'm saying? So there's how many sacks did they have? 4? How many yards? If you had sacks, what was that stat at?
4 sacks, and then say yards. 4 sacks.
Yeah, sacks about 23 yards. Yeah, they had 4 for 23, so they had 23 to your rushing. I mean, it's 23 more rushing yards than they had then. That, because in pro football, those come off your passing yards, and college football, they come off your rushing yards.
Jimbo, early in the fourth quarter, you called that timeout right before Blackman threw that touchdown to Izzo. How important was that, especially when Blackman almost threw a pick there on that first play before that? It was
really good. He just misread a coverage right there. That's what I say. Young guys, when you start, you want to start opening it up, but when you do, they have one little hairy thing when guys start mixing coverages. You got to be careful and pick your spots. And now he's growing more and more, and we feel more comfortable with giving him more and more. And he made a great read on the next one, and we got the composure back and made a great read on that play.
What can you say about you guys' communication together and how he responds?
He responds really well. I mean, he loves to be coached. He likes it. He's fun to coach. I love being around him, and he understands it.
Was that touchdown? Izzo kind of seemed like it flipped the switch, but did he gain confidence?
Yes, you gain. That's what I'm saying. You start to see the game, guys. These guys played 3 football games. He's 18 years old. I mean, he never read side adjusts, never read blitzes, never read. I mean, all the things he's doing right now and the composure he's going through, he's growing. I mean, he's maturing right in front of you. And that guy come down and made a throw on 3rd and 15 right there and come down on a 2-minute drive. His 18-year-old made it last year. That's not, but I mean, he's growing. He's making mistakes. He made a mistake on that first one. We throw the hitch out in the flat the first play, second half, we pick up 15 yards. He just tried to make a big play right there, just made a poor decision. But that's part of when you're young. And to come back from that in the game, frustrated down and go make those plays, tremendous. And he's just growing, and it'll gradually slow down more and more to him and the things that are happening. He saw a lot of different looks out there. He got the ball to tight end, he hit backs, he hit receivers. I mean, he found different ways to do it, and he's growing. And we got to continue to grow with him. We got to, on all our phases, just get better.
Jimbo, it seemed like you had Rozier really on the ropes in the first half, but in the second half he kind of responded, found himself. Were you impressed by the way he played?
Yeah, he did. Listen, they're good coaches and good players. They did a good job. He made the throws, and I think that big probably 3rd and 20 got him going. Then he was able to hit another pass, and then we got a quick turnover, and all of a sudden the momentum comes. You know what I mean? And then they were in it, and it became a typical Florida State-Miami game.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Really? Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.